your lucky day, big boy.
Ready for action.
It's pretty simple. If you want to catch fish,
Almost had 2 nibbles.
gotta get mad at them. Channel that anger out of the reel, down the rod, through the line, right into the mouth of the biggest, baddest fish out there.
That's all there is to it.
Get in that boat!
We got it.
It's a full contact sport, this red fishing. Wow. He's coming in the boat.
Welcome to the Big Fish. I'm Captain C.T. Williams. We have a phenomenal show for you today. We're fishing in marginal conditions. Captain Shawn Hrubes with me. I got Johnny Morise over there from SafeFloor. We're in a SafeFloor Skeeter this morning. We'll talk a little bit about the advantages to that product, especially redfish. And I think there's some big advantages when it comes to doing what Shawn is a big-time tournament angler and charter captain. You work primarily out of Hopedale, don't you?
Correct.
So out of Hopedale Marina, but we're out of Delacroix today because when the wind and the rain are at in your face, then the redfish sort of become your target species, and I think that's what we're going to do today. You going to catch a few?
I'm gonna try.
We're coming off of a big weekend for Johnny. He did a snapper trout trip. I thought I was king of the world. I was catching these big 16, 17, 18-pound snapper. And then Johnny sent me a picture of his snapper, which was about the same size, maybe a little smaller. The boy had a box of speckled trout that was all world. So he got me. Maybe we can learn some tricks from him today. Of course, a little later on, we'll head on down to 808 Bienville, see what Chef Mike Nelson's got in the GW Finn's kitchen. And got a few new products, got some stuff from Versamax, got some new pen stuff. And hopefully Shawn will have some new tricks for us to find redfish in Delacroix. So I tell you what, let's take a quick ride and we'll head out while you take a short break and we'll go catch some fish. Before we do, tell me a little bit about, I thought this was interesting because we had sort of planned on going outside today, and then I got the word that we were leaving out of Delacroix, and I said, I know what he's doing. I said, the weather's going to be challenging. He knows Delacroix and the fat redfish that are there. What when you're looking at the weather, what said to you, oh, we better take a safer shot?
So anything over about 10, 15 knots, I'm not going anywhere outside. I'm going to stay close by, fish the marsh. The water came up a good bit the last couple of days, so that's going to make it a little easier to find some good choke points on some islands and some water movement with the wind to find some redfish along the grass lines and everything.
We've had a pretty salty summer, really only relatively speaking in the past 5 years because of all of the river issues we've had, and spillway openings we've had. My last time I was out here, it looked like the grass was starting to die a little bit. Are you still seeing enough grass to fish?
Yeah, there's still plenty out there.
Still plenty.
Yeah, depending on where you fish. Sometimes some areas have none. Some areas are just chock full, and you just can't even fish it the way we fish it.
Is that a north-south thing? The further north you go, and you're going to get into the fresher
water? It really
water?
depends. I mean, everywhere's different. Like some of the area that we fish real close or whatever, you'll see. If we get into some shallower water, the grass is going to be pretty thick up top. So you got to stay off the bank a little bit and fish the outer edges of the grass. But the other areas you can fish right up against the actual marsh, and there's no grass coming off from underneath.
Just redfish patrolling shorelines,
correct,
points, pockets, that kind of thing. So what's the technique? Is it a weedless rig? Is it a popping cork?
Just a popping cork with a 1/4 ounce jig head and live shrimp underneath.
Live shrimp or whatever bait you got. All right. Well, there you go. Well, like I said, I'm going to bring my popping cork up and we'll get ourselves ready. You ready to do a little fishing?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, brother. All right. You take a break. And when we get back, probably be on a few fish. It's a pretty one. John, cast over there.
Yeah, I will.
There we go. That is perfect in many, many ways, unless you're looking for tournament money.
Yeah. That's perfect for the dinner table.
That is perfect for the dinner table.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
And you're under. Look at him. He's found the kick. Need a net? You gonna look at it.
Nice.
Tournament flip. Beautiful. Go ahead, get on that shore. All right, Johnny. We're 2 against 1, and he's got 3, and we've got none here.
All right.
We're even at the front of the boat. It's time for us to tighten up.
Yeah, I wish I had an excuse that he put me in the back of the boat.
I know, right? We're right here. I even threw right in front of him to try to drift in front of his cork.
I got a knife. We can cut his line.
That's right, we did. Oh, Lord. It's getting worse, John.
Uh-oh.
Getting worse.
This is getting a little embarrassing. I didn't even wear my spec chaser hat just to make sure.
Nobody.
Another decent one.
Another decent one.
Oh, yeah, you're in the spot.
Look at this.
Nice.
Man's putting on a clinic. Showing us how it's done. Boom. I don't know what he's doing.
You gotta love the safe floor.
The safe
Keeps it
floor.
from getting slippery.
No such thing, huh? You know.
I don't get to do this very often. Normally it's my customers fishing, not me.
Yeah, I do this often, but when I do, I put a whooping on everybody.
Another good one.
Another good one. Another good one. Is that 5 or is that 4? Shawn, when you're running charters, and everybody knows your reputation as a tournament pumpkin finding kind of guy, do they look at that fish and go, where the money fish?
Yeah. No, a lot of the guys that don't know me, they don't know any better.
For sure.
But some of the ones that do, they're like, well, at least this isn't gonna hurt you.
We're not taking any money out of your pocket.
This isn't gonna break your heart if we throw this one in the ice chest. No, it really breaks my heart when I catch that 26 and 7/8, 8.5 pounder, and Johnny, you're down.
I was waiting for you to tell me something.
I feel like I'm on a charter again.
That's right. Your cork's under. May not be the first one, but it might not be the smallest one.
There it comes.
Swing him up here, boss.
There we go.
Yellow
Crow redfish.
Yellow crow red.
I love it.
Well, they're all about the same size.
They're all nice little
Schooling
3,
up.
4 pound fish. Perfect for the table.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
I got the technique down.
I got it.
I'm ready.
You got it now? You got it down? So I'm the only one that hasn't cracked that code yet?
The idea is not to look at your cork.
Don't look at it. Turn
wait,
away.
Wait for the captain to tell you got a fish on.
Uh-oh. Gee whiz. It's in every casting. Shawn now. He knows exactly where he wants to be. Ooh, it looks like he might have a little more girth. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bam.
Another one, all about the same size.
Here we go. All right. There you go. Hi-ya.
In the boat again.
All right, let me show you something here. You think subtle things don't make big differences. Both Shawn and John are using jig heads under their cork. That's live shrimp, so I figured I wanted my live shrimp to move around a little bit, actually cover more space, maybe have a better chance, but I have no weight at all. There's a good chance that my shrimp isn't going down as far as theirs is, so I'm gonna put a little split shot on it, and we can find out if there's a difference. It could be pilot error, but I'm not ready to accept that yet. Well, does a little weight make a little difference? What?
A little bit of weight.
Oh, y'all in trouble now, boys. Boom. Go ahead, dance on that safe floor a little bit. It won't hurt you. It's nice and cushiony. Oh, y'all in trouble, boys. Y'all in trouble. Whoop! Oh, no. You just threw my weight off. That is so wrong of you. Easy peasy. 16th ounce of lead makes all the difference in the world. Look at that Versamax. Come on in here, boss, so we can get you right back out there. Boom. Hiya.
Whoa.
All about the same.
Bingo.
There it is. On the float.
All right, come on, Mr. Red.
There we go. Coming in the boat. Boom!
Boom. Come on in.
Nicely done. Hey, beautiful day on the water today, Captain. You know, this is our first time fishing with you. I hope we can set it up and do it again. I had a lot of fun. You certainly know what you're doing when it comes to those redfish. Tell me a little bit about strategies right now, not so much tournament strategies, just charter strategies, fishing strategies for both professionals like yourself and recreational fishermen. What are you looking for? And with Fish Dela Croce, we'll stay here. You're leaving out of the Sweetwater Marina. What are those keys? How far do you feel like you have to run? How important is that clean water, bait, all the things that made today work? What are you thinking when you leave here?
The first thing I look at is I look at the tides. I want to see if the tide's coming in or going. Of course, the winds as well, because it's going to determine where I fish, whether I fish a south shoreline on a north wind or a north shoreline on a south wind. It's going to determine where I fish, how I fish, and then with the tide, you determine what angle you're going to fish the point with the tide coming around the point, left or right, and whatnot. And the first spot we fished today, it looked good, the point looked good, but there was no moving water. It was kind of dead. But when we got to that second spot, the water was moving good. It was a little bit of bait action, and the fish were there.
Great day today, man. I thank you very much for having us.
It was a pleasure.
One of the things that they got us through there was the fact that you had your boat done by SafeFloor 4 years ago. So you got 645 hours on that boat. You do a lot of fishing.
Correct.
And that motor is not an old motor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so that boat that gets some wear. You get some fish thrown on those decks.
You bet.
And it looks like it's held up fairly well. And you were telling me there were some spots that needed some correcting, but that's a whole part of the SafeFloor product, that as long as you own your boat.
That's right. We're the only product like that, CT, that's a aftermarket product that we guarantee it for as long as our customer owns his boat. If any little issue pops up, a chip or whatever, which will just happen from use, I take care of that for as long as you own your boat. You never have to worry about that again.
You really have come across something great there. I know you guys are doing boats every day. And we're going to make sure everybody has information to at least check out the product. If not, set up an appointment and come get their boat taken care of. It's so hard to find a new boat right now. And if you do, you're going to pay through the nose for it. I think there's no better time to fix up what you got.
Well, CT, most guys that I deal with, they love their boat. It has just maybe got to the point where cosmetically they're not in love with it anymore. Sure. But like you said, when they go price a new boat and it's $100,000+, they turn back around and say, okay, what can I do to keep my boat? Right. And for the price that we're charging, it's a relatively inexpensive fix for the cosmetic issues in your boat and for the things you talked about, slip resistance, glare, and heat that are always a problem in the summer in Louisiana. We can take care of that for you.
So if someone's going to have their boat done, how much time does that take?
We work by appointment only.
Okay.
So the day you drop your boat off to us, we will finish your boat that day. It takes an additional day for it to cure. So, you know, if you drop your boat off to us on a Monday morning, you're typically picking it up Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday morning.
Nice. So if you're looking at getting the SafeFloor product put in your boat, you can have your boat done in no time. And speaking of time, see how I did that?
Perfect.
We are out of time. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Had a lot of fun with Captain Shawn Hrubes, Marsh Madness.
Marsh Mania.
Marsh Mania, my apologies. First time fishing with him. Marsh Mania, look him up. Information's right there. Give him a call. We had a lot of fun with him and we caught a lot of fish. SafeFloor products, the SafeFloor boat, John Morise. There's your information for him. Give him a call and maybe get your boat checked out and see if you can't put that product in it. I know you can, huh? There's no boat you can't do. And I hope to see you out on the water catching fish like we did today. But of course, and as usual, if you can, please join us right back here next time. Thanks for watching. And if you don't know this, always grab your, excuse me. All right, if you don't know this, always grab your redfish from the belly. It tends to calm them down a little bit.
That's pretty fish.
Very pretty fish. So the trick is you have to be on the phone. Yeah, be on the phone. All right.